you guys are wondering, what the heck are they doing? That is our Lincoln University of Missouri chant. We both went to Lincoln University and graduated from the great HBCU here in Missouri. We love that university, and we definitely wanted just to do a video on our college experience. Tell you guys what it was all about. This will be good information for students that are in college, thinking about college, maybe you're thinking about going back, you fell off. You'll enjoy this video. Our parents went there in the early 80s. My father went there on a football scholarship, and my mom went there on a basketball scholarship. But yeah, so we're familiar with the university. We have some love. We have love for the university, and we just wanted to talk about our experience. We're gonna get this out to LU. Be good video for the students there. Hopefully, some of our old friends will see it too, and it'll bring back some memories. So here we go.
See you later. So before we go any further, let's just stop by and introduce ourselves to you all. My name is Tiffany,
and I'm Angie,
and welcome to Sugar and Spice TV.
And we're going to get right into the questions. If you've not seen our past videos, go ahead. You get to know us a little bit better. But we're going to start with the year we graduated and what our majors were. Again, this is just going to be some information on college life. Like the video, but I graduated in 2009. My major was sociology with a minor in criminal justice.
Okay. And I graduated Lincoln University in 2010 with a major in Spanish and a minor in computer science.
Okay.
All right. Our number 2 question was, why did you go to college? Well, for me, college was never a second thought. Ever since high school or whatever school, I've been considered a nerd. So I've always just loved school. I just loved tests. I know that sounds stupid, but that's just how I was when I was younger. I just loved going to school. Also, I just knew that, you know, getting a college education and having that degree, you know, it will kind of give you a better stance in getting a better job, you know?
Okay. And kind of like Tiffany, it was just the next step for me. High school, college. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I was an average student in high school. I wasn't like, you know, top of the food chain or anything like that. I was an average student in high school, but I knew with what I wanted to do, what I thought I wanted to do, I needed a college education. So it was just like, it was the next step. High school, college. I didn't really think about anything else. I didn't see myself, or I didn't want to do factory type work. Nothing wrong with it if that's what you're doing at all. I just didn't want to do that, and I just felt like I needed to get a college education to kind of, again, do what I wanted to do. The best part of college, I got to do a lot of traveling. I got to do traveling that I wouldn't have been able to do had I not went to college. I was in like campus ministry. I was in gospel choir. Let's see. What else was I in? I was able to do some leadership type things in school. So I've gone to Washington, D.C. I've gone to New Orleans. I've gone to Atlanta. I've gone to New York. New York was probably the most fun I had. That was the first time I'd ever been to New York. Awesome. Funny story how we ended up in the Bronx. Yeah. But I got to do traveling. I really enjoyed that about college. Best part, I had good teachers. My professors knew their craft. They knew what they were talking about. There were a lot of services there to help, you know, me, a lot of tutoring services there to help. I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed the family feel of Lincoln University, the people that I met, just the whole college experience. I enjoyed my college experience. So,
for me, what was the best part of college? Number 1, there was really no set schedule because you're really considered an adult in college. Man, I didn't have to worry about getting up at 8 o'clock and walking to school in the freezing cold. Me and my sister used to be so cold, we used to be sitting on the sidewalk. But, you know, in college, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, you're still on a schedule, but like I said, you choose the schedule you want, whether you want evening classes or, you know, you want night classes or, yeah. But I love that part. Another thing was just being able to meet people all over the world. I met so many people in college, and that was so amazing. Still people that I've known to this day. Another thing was the fact that my mom worked there. So after my classes or whatever, I just go to the hall where my mom worked in, which was Toll Hall.
Yeah.
And she also worked in Bennett Hall.
Yeah.
So I just be going over there chatting with her mom. She'll be helping me with my classwork. So it was just cool having my mom, just to visit my mom. Another great thing was the fact that, just like my sister said, we got to do a lot of leadership conferences, go to a lot of leadership conferences. And I also went to New York. And that was such a fun conference. Not only did I learn a lot there, I also met friends there that are still my friends till this day. Shout out to you, Jeff, man. Shout out to you. But I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that.
Good shout out. I like that.
Yeah, that's where I met my friend Jeff in New York.
Okay. The worst part about college, I didn't have a worst part. You know, everything was either a learning experience or it was a really good experience. I probably wish I would have been a bit more social in school. I wish I would have opened myself up more. So yes, I have friends that I still talk to this day. But I wish I would have been a bit more open than what I was. So that's one thing I wish was a little different. And I don't care what college, university you go to, all over the country, you always, and this is one thing that just irked my nerves, you always got those few ghetto ones. The few ghetto ones where you just like, what? Why you in school? Like, what? Why? What's the goal here? Like, you know, because I honestly think that my university, Lincoln University, didn't get the credit that it so deserved. You know, they do so many great things that go unnoticed. So of course, you know, and again, we're in more of a conservative city too. So sometimes I think we get it a lot harder. At times, that's just my personal opinion, you know, but you would have those few ghetto ones that would just come in and just be like, bruh, like, why did you come to school? Why are you here? Like, what's the point, Joe? Like, what? So that would irk me. I would be like, man, bro, like, get your life together, please. But other than that, I didn't really have a bad experience. I enjoyed college.
With me, again, like my sister said, I mean, I really didn't have a bad experience either. Like I said, we grew up with a good, close-knit family. So before college, all we did was school and church. So I really didn't have a perception of how the real world was until I went to college. So when I stepped foot on campus, I was like, whoa. You know, it's just like I'm stepping into a new world. So it was really nothing bad about it. It was just simply like, man, this is a new world. Even though I was probably a street away from home, it still felt like I was just in a whole new environment, you know. So I really didn't have really worse things. But what I will say was one of the worst things is waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning in the winter because somebody decided to burn some popcorn and the alarms would go off over anything.
Yes.
I'm standing outside at 4 o'clock in the morning with my robe on, freezing. Y'all see no bones on my body. But yeah, any little thing.
The whole hall.
Burning flat irons, burning the hair. What are you doing at 4 in the morning? You need to be asleep.
The whole hall had to be outside because the alarm went off. If you were in the dorm when we were in there, you guys know what we are talking about.
Y'all know what we're talking about.
Oh, God.
Some people wouldn't even come out. They'll be in their bed asleep, and they know the alarm is going off.
Oh, man. Then that brings us to the next topic, dorm life.
Yes.
We stayed, both of us stayed in Dawson Hall.
Right.
We didn't stay in the same room, but we stayed in Dawson Hall.
Right.
And I liked all of my roommates. Shout out to Jamie, Nadine. They were awesome roommates. But I like staying in the dorms. Dawson Hall got a lot of flack. The dorm we stayed in. Dirty D, why you blah, 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 blah. I mean, we didn't have that issue. It's like, if you just do you, it's fine. Like, we didn't have issues like that. So I wasn't saying what people were saying. But for me, living in the dorm, it was fun. It was an all-girl dorm, and I believe at that time, Dawson was the biggest hall. All-girl. I believe they're co-ed now. But all of them are co-ed now. But living in Dawson was fun. It was live entertainment too. I'm not going to lie. Living in the dorm was live entertainment. Sometimes I would watch some of the girls and like what they were doing. I'm just like, bro, you cannot pay. Like, this is free. This is free entertainment. So we'd be cracking up, at some of the stuff we would see. But all in all, it was cool. It was a dorm. I mean, it's just, dorms had its pros and cons, things that you wish were a little different. But all in all, I like staying in dorm. I stayed in Dawson Hall 4.5 years. my whole college career, pretty much, I stayed in the same hall. So I didn't want to move and all of that. And see, one thing, don't bring your whole life with you when you go to college. I did that. I brought all my stuff. The rooms are not big enough to hold all of that. So I was, I did too much. But I like living in the dorm. It was cool. Live entertainment. Can't pay for it nowhere else.
All right, for me, what was it like living in college dorms? The only thing I didn't like it's small. You know what I'm saying? So like Angie said, you cannot bring everything, like, for real, or you're gonna be living on top of your clothes.
Right.
Like, you cannot bring everything. Yeah. Also, the roommates that I had some really good roommates. Shout out to Janie. Hey, Janie. Janie was my roommate. She was my first roommate for a few years, and then I had moved to Bennett Hall, where I forgot her name. She was a very sweet girl. She was Caucasian, so it was really cool, really different to have a different type of roommate, And I believe she's a nursing major, so that was really cool. But as far as living in dorms, I mean, it was really cool. My sister didn't tell you this, but we stayed next door to each other in Dawson. And one Sunday morning, we got in a heated argument, y'all. I'm talking about we were so loud. We church girls. We were so loud yelling at each other. We had like 2 people down the hall come to our room and say, "Y'all okay?" I mean, it was crazy.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. It was cool overall, though.
Right,
like, it was really cool. It was cool. It was, again, a source of independence.
Right.
We had, our dorms, and we would go out like at 2 in the morning and do like Walmart trips. A smaller town, so Walmart. You guys know I'm telling the truth. Right. Walmart is the place to go. Walmart at 2 o'clock in the morning, because there's nowhere else to go.
Exactly.
Nobody else is open in this small town. So you went to Walmart. But is college hard? College is a challenge. I mean, it's the next step up. So to expect it to be easy, I mean, that's unrealistic. So don't go in there expecting it to be easy. You're setting yourself up for failure. But it is a challenge. It's not a challenge that's above what you're capable of doing, but it's definitely going to challenge you. You're responsible for your work. You're responsible for getting to class. The professors aren't high school or middle school teachers, so they're there to treat you like an adult. And I think you had some people that didn't really understand that concept. That's my whole ghetto thing. I'm gonna get off that. But it's a challenge, but it's supposed to be a challenge. It's there to get you prepared for what you're going to walk into. Enjoy college, y'all. I'm telling you, because when you're done, you're in the real world. So I'm not saying stay in college for 6 and 7 years when you're not supposed to be there 4 years, because you got your super singers too. But I'm just saying, after college is real. It's real life. So it's good to enjoy the college experience. Be smart, but enjoy the college experience, because baby, when it is over with, you are in the real world. But yes, it's a challenge, but you can do it. It's not above what you're capable of doing. I appreciate Lincoln for having the tutoring services available. There's no reason, if you really wanted to pass, that you couldn't pass, because they had the help there for you. Tutoring in any subject. I went to tutors for my English and math at times. So, I mean, it was set up for you to be successful. So,
is college hard? Without self-discipline and putting your priorities straight, yes, it will be hard. Prime example, your girl went to college. Like I said, I graduated high school with like a 3.4 average. Went to college, and like I said, I just went crazy. I wasn't going to classes on time. Y'all, I almost lost my scholarship. Like, I had to write an appeal because they were going to take my scholarship because I fell below at 2.5. I've never felt that low ever in life in my GPA. And I almost failed because guess what I was doing? In the game room playing ping pong and pool. I wasn't doing my work. I wasn't going to class. This is legit what happened. I was like this close to losing my scholarship. And the only way that I can get my scholarship back, y'all, was I had to write an appeal. And thanks be to God that they allowed me to keep my scholarship, and stay, and so you have to apply yourself. Like Angie said, college is not like high school. You're not going to have your teachers on you. Did you turn in your homework? Did you write your essay? You're not going to have your mom setting her alarm or your dad to wake you up. You have to be an adult. You have to understand, and you have to focus and say, this is what I'm doing, because first of all, you paying money. High school, you don't have to worry about money. You want to go to college and waste money? I don't think so. So just apply yourself and stay focused. All right?
And that's good advice. That's some real good advice. This is a big question. You have a lot of freshmen, even some sophomore, who struggling with, major. How do you know, sometimes you go to school and you think you want to be this major, and some people change. I changed. So how do you know what major is for you? We want to answer that from our perspective. I went into college as a nursing major. I felt like I wanted to be an RN. But not too long after, I changed my major to sociology and criminal justice. And I feel like when it comes to picking a major, don't just pick a major for the money. Do not just pick a major for the money. And you know that that's honestly not your interest. I was interested in nursing, but that field, as opposed to sociology and criminal justice, it didn't come natural to me. I feel like you need to go into a field of study that comes natural to you. I love talking about world problems. I love counseling. I love social work. I love all of that. I love talking about family issues and dealing with things, how society affects our upbringing and things like that. That naturally interested me. So when I went into that field, I flourished. I flourished because that was a natural interest to me. So my advice to you who may be struggling with a major, go into something that you are interested in because you're going to flourish. I liked all of my classes. I liked the discussions. I liked everything had to do with sociology, criminal justice, social work. That was me. So it was a good thing that I changed that major and ultimately opened up a lot of doors after college as far as the positions that I was able to walk into as well. And it just fit me really well. So go into what interests you. Go into what you're good at. I'm not big on, mathematics and building things. So I'm not going to go into engineering. I'm not interested in agriculture. So I'm not just going to go into that. So go into something that interests you.
All right, that was some good advice, Angie. So how do you know what major is best for you? Well, for me, just for example, I've always had a interest in other languages since high school. I took, Senior Rowland was my teacher in high school, but I took all the Spanish classes all the way until AP Spanish. I actually got a college credit for taking it, and it's always been of interest to me. So that's why in college, that's something that I wanted to pursue. Now that I've graduated college with that major, I've actually been able to be used with my Spanish skills when I worked for child support, and now that I'm a supervisor for the Department of Revenue, I've been used to take Spanish calls and things like that. So it has definitely paid off. For you, number one, I would not rush it. Don't rush to make a decision on your major. Take it easy. For the first semester or two, just concentrate on your gen ed classes.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about it. Like I said, don't rush it because you do not want to end up taking 15 or 25 hours of classes, spending money. Remember, you're spending money and it's a waste because you decided to change your major. So like I said, don't rush it. Think about it, see what you like, because sometimes when you go into college, you learn about other majors and it could interest you. So just don't rush it.
And talk to your counselor.
Right.
Talk to your counselor too. Your counselor is your best friend.
Right.
Talk to them. They are there to help guide you.
Yes.
So become friends, not necessarily friends, but become very close with your counselor.
Right.
Why do some people fail in college? Why do some people fall off, are not successful? I feel like it's very simple. They never prepared themselves to even come to college. They never prepared themselves. College has to be more than a good idea. You actually have to prepare your mind to come to college if you want to be successful. When I was in school, I saw a lot of talented adults that couldn't make it because they were not focused. Right. And it was sad to see, for real. It was really sad to see, y'all. Everybody knows that person. You know that person that they're at every party, every function, every event, every concert.
Day and night.
But they stay on academic probation. They can't come to class consistently.
Right.
So the priorities are all mixed up, and then the next thing you know, they're out of school or they're getting kicked out for something stupid because they're not focused. They aren't focused. You can't come to college and operate with a high school mentality or middle school mentality and expect to be successful in an adult setting like college. And a lot of times you'll find, I'm talking about universities everywhere,
Yes,
you have that issue anywhere, everywhere you go, but you have to prepare yourself. There's no need to taking out all that money. Your parents helping you move up here, you got one with your name and your parents' name, all to leave without accomplishing what you set to do. Yeah, most of us want to have a better life, or we have good intentions, but good intentions is not going to help you get through college. You need to prepare your mind. You have to prepare. If you're not prepared for this sort of setting, you're not going to make it. And that's not being mean. That's not being negative. This is what it is. Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Get around people that'll help you stay focused so that you can be successful, so that you won't fail at this very awesome goal to complete college. So, right.
In my opinion of why a lot of people fail college is, number one, like I said, they don't apply themselves. They're not focused. And a lot of times they weren't focused in high school. Because basically, if you're in high school, joke around. Now, this is not for everybody, because sometimes it may be bad for them in high school, but in college they change. But a lot of the times, if it was all about jokes in college, if it was just all about having a girlfriend or boyfriend in high school, if it was all about just playing around and not applying yourself, not studying, you're going to be the same way in college. So,
or at least you're going to struggle.
You're going to struggle and then lose money too. I mean, that's a double negative there, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's a lot of times why people fail, is because, they're not focused. They're just used to just getting by. They're not at the point where they're disciplined. They're used to depending on the parents to do everything. You have to be focused when you're coming to college, because if you're not focused when you come to college, if your desire in your mind is not to study like you're supposed to, not to go to classes on time, you will not make it through college. So I just think, you just need to stay focused. You know what I'm saying? Just stay focused, and you can do it.
Right.
And our last question was, what's the biggest piece of advice that we can give you all for future college students? I just had, I believe, two things. Number one is just being focused, or you're going to waste your money. Simple as that. Who wants to waste thousands upon thousands of dollars going to college and then you drop out because you're not focused, or you failed, or whatever the case may be? So you have to be focused when you're going to college, because it's serious business. Like I said, you're an adult. Like I said, you're not having teachers over your head. Did you turn in your paperwork? Why didn't you study? It's not like that. It's up to you. It's up to you. Okay, so you just got to be focused. You got to be. It's not hard. Like I said, you just have to focus yourself. You need to study. You need to go to classes when you're supposed to, and you'll make it. The number two thing is, and this is just for me, for my opinion, is definitely to keep God first. Because like I said, for me, college was like a whole new world. And I'm talking to the church kids that that are in church and they're going off to school or whatever the case may be. You need to keep God first. Like I said, I didn't really have a lot of temptations or nothing like that, but I'm just saying nowadays it's out there, man. So you need to keep God first. You need to keep your prayer life. Definitely keep your prayer life and just stay involved. I was in SGA for, I believe, a clerical typist or whatever, so I stayed busy. I did that. I did gospel choir too with my sister. Right. So we kind of kept ourselves busy. So it's not like the whole world is going to end for you because you're going off to school, or like, it's possible, because guess what? If God is with you, you're going to succeed. So keep that first.
Piece of advice, whether you're in college, out of college, you want to go back, finish what you start.
Right.
Finish what you start. We've been talking a lot about money, but college is not cheap. Taking out loans, the money not free. You gotta pay the money back. You gotta pay the money back. So if you're gonna go, finish what you start. Now there's some situations that are out of our control that we can't finish. We're not talking about that. Hopefully, if you had to leave because of an unforeseen situation, that you get a chance to go back. We're not talking about that. But for those who can stay and just can't get focused, or who can't apply themselves, or who just can't get their minds in a place to in the college mindset, you got to finish what you start. There's no need to taking out all that money and jacking up your credit because you just simply wouldn't apply yourself. Number two, kind of as she said, it was very important for us to keep a positive support system. College has everything to help you succeed and fail.
Right.
Everything. Right. Whatever you're looking for is in college. It's in college. It can draw you, take you down, or it can take you up, whichever one. So really, your morals, your values, everything that you think that you believe in will be tested when you go to college. That's just you really learn yourself in that sort of setting. So stay around positive support. College is a beautiful thing. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy that time, because again, once it's over, baby, it's over. But I stayed in church. We both, we really worked to stay in church to keep that positive support.
Right.
An awesome church, New Covenant Church, Jeff City. Check it out. But honestly, guys, you need positive support. Sometimes you go with different morals and values, and you find a lot of people that don't have those same morals and values. So you can be tested and tempted.
Right.
And if you're not around people to help keep you encouraged, it can be difficult. It can be difficult to stand strong like you really want to. So finish what you start.
Right.
Have a positive support system. If you're into church, stay in church, or get a positive support group or something to keep you, encouraged, and stay busy. Enjoy college.
Yes.
It's an awesome experience. Awesome. There's some people that wish they can go and don't have the opportunity. So if you have the opportunity, don't jack it up. Don't blow it. Finish what you start. So that's pretty much all we had for you guys. We hope that this information, our college experience, we enjoyed it. We love you, Lincoln University.
Yes.
We hope that it encouraged you. We hope that it gave you some insight. And even if you're in college right now, you're struggling, to kind of encourage you to keep moving, finish what you start.
Right.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
We're gonna have some great content. We try to get videos out every Sunday about something.
Right.
We believe this is a good channel. You'll gain some information, some knowledge. We'll talk about some fun stuff, some serious stuff, but subscribe to our channel.
Yep.
We love you guys. If you have any questions or anything that you want us to talk about on our channel or deal with, let us know in our comments. If you like this video, thumbs up.
Right.
And we'll talk to you guys later.
And one more thing for the college students at Lincoln now, I want to wish you guys luck for the December graduates.
Yeah.
We'll be graduating. Wish you guys luck, man. Stay strong, and those that are graduating in May or that is coming, stay strong. I love you guys. I would definitely be seeing y'all on campus.
Yes.
I am up there a lot more now. So love you guys. See you later.
See you guys later. Bye.
Alligator.